Going on? No freestyle, AK Walter White, welcome to my crib.
Yeah. Too young. Ain't gonna feel this shit. Walter, yeah. It's Walter White. I ain't out here catching feelings, bitch, I'm catching flights. I hate the fact I wasn't there when Cuzzo lost his life. And even though they got your killer, I'm still trying to slide. Spin the block 100 times until they mamas cry. These bitches cheat, these niggas weak, these numbers never lie.
So I'm gonna jump straight into it. Who is Walter and how did I get the name? Back in 2018, I was still in Jersey at the time. Long live my cousin Steve right here. We was out doing what we was doing every day type shit. I was making sure I had just dropped my tape 12 a.m. in New Jersey. It was doing its thing. I had just put out my song Jersey Nights. We was going viral, trending. I ended up leaving Jersey just cause this shit it wasn't really working out for real, but there was a lot of hot shit going on. I ended up going to Michigan, coming out here. Upon being out here, I ended up watching, I was just home one day chilling on Netflix. I started watching the show Breaking Bad. And I came across, even though if y'all ever watched that show on Netflix, go check it out. I never finished it, but bro named Heisenberg, Walter White. And I was just thinking, so at the time, I didn't have no direction for my tape. I just had like a bunch of random ass songs. I just knew I wanted to put out a tape. I didn't have a name for it. But after watching that, I was like, okay, I like who he was. And to me personally, Walter White was the most realistic drug dealer. A lot of y'all people out there, I don't know how much, I ain't gonna say the N-word too much. A lot of niggas out there y'all want to use El Chapo, Pablo Escobar, Big Meech, and realistically, none of y'all are like that. None of y'all not out here running cartels. Y'all not out here chopping niggas' heads off. Even if y'all moving y'all little weight and bricks, y'all that like. So to me, Walter, he was an average person like me. He was educated like me. You feel me? You didn't bother him. He didn't bother you. He wasn't just no maniac, no extra murderer. You feel what I'm saying? So it fit. He wasn't no flashy nigga. He wasn't just out here. He had bread, multi-millionaire, but he wasn't just out here buying cars and Hellcats and SRTs and all that dumb shit niggas be doing. He moved low key. He got into his shit to take care of his family, make sure he had something to leave behind, and he got the fuck out. At least, I mean, I don't know, I ain't finished the series, but that was the goal, to get the fuck out. So I just felt like I could relate to that. I chose Walter White and that shit stuck. What took me so long to drop the tape? Really, in all actuality, I'm just a perfectionist. So when I first, like I said, when I started, when I wanted to make a tape in 2018, I had a collection of songs I took with me to Michigan, and I noticed that the songs didn't fit. It was just random songs, and I wanted to my music, I wanted to be a collective. I wanted to, from start to finish, it tells a story, and it didn't do that. So I ended up meeting my second baby mother at the time. We ended up moving in together. I ended up running the studio out the basement, and so now I'm putting myself on the back burner. I'm recording other people, engineering their music, make sure everybody else get their shit out. Not really worried too much about my shit, but I'm still recording. The songs that I ended up making now, so I scratched the whole track list. I done scratched the whole track list like 3 or 4 times. So the first, they were just random songs. Okay, bet. The next collective of songs that I did, they ended up kind of like storytelling, being real emotional, real. I'm like, okay, that don't fit the narrative of Walter White and what I'm trying to accomplish for this tape. So I ended up pausing the tape, scratching that again. Okay, now we got to figure out what to do next. Some songs did stuck, like, and a lot of people, I'm gonna show that too. Like, I got the track list right here. Like this intro was recorded in 2020. I have songs on here that was recorded 2022, 2018. Most of them are new 2025, but I got a lot of songs that I recorded years ago. I just never put out or did nothing with. I kept redoing the track list, and nothing was coming out right. And then I started getting involved in a lot of street activity. I started getting involved with the wrong crowd, knowing a lot of shit I probably shouldn't have. But those stories and things that I got from them, I ended up putting together to make this tape what it is today. So that's what kind of took it so long. I had scratched the track list like 3 or 4 times, like literally 10 songs, I don't want them. Another 10 songs, I don't want them. And if you could see here, I still got the songs I still got, and it's coming out November 9th. It's the 19th of October, so I'm still trying to finish and finalize it. So yeah. So why now? Why did I decide to put the tape out finally? Um, I guess really it was because I just wanted to get done with it. I've been sitting on this music since 2018, and I just got tired of having it. And so many people ask me, put out your music, what stopped you? I don't know if it was because I was perfectionist or I really ain't got no real reason. I just was helping so many other people with their music. I got sidetracked and put myself on the back burner. And not too long ago, I had a dream. God had talked to me and said he wanted me to use my talents for him. So, I've been making vulgar music, secular music, all of that crazy shit, talking about drugs, guns, and violence. And he wanted me to make music for him. So I can't serve two masters at once. And I want to finish this, get this out the way, get it off my chest so I can focus on making pure music. That's why I'm in all white. Me and my man Lighters just got done shooting a video for this song called Blessings that we made. But it's not the most religious tape. We ain't working on just religious shit. I'm not the most religious man, but I do believe in the higher power. But that's basically what it boiled down to. I just want to get this shit out the way, done over with. What made me start doing music? When I was in high school, I think this was 2010. I was overseas living in Japan. Um, and it's crazy because prior to this, I never really cared for music. Like I would always write little raps down, even growing up. But I actually wanted to be an artist. I used to draw real good. Y'all actually can see the paint behind me. I did that myself. So when we moved overseas to Japan, I used to be a little nerd drawing anime. Um, but I would still write little raps down. I ended up meeting my best friend at the time. His name was Eric. Shout out to my nigga Eric, RVE. Uh, when he was a senior, I was a freshman. And I think the first time I met him, we was in lunch. I was with a mutual friend of ours. I ain't gonna say his name on here, but we went to the lunchroom. They was all at the lunch table. They was all chopping it up, and I just sat there quiet, listening to bro speak. Everybody gravitated towards him. He was like one of the most popular people at the school, so everybody just naturally talked to him. And I didn't even know how we became Facebook friends, but what ended up happening was I think that's literally that same day I went home. He posted a status saying, "I'm starting a music group. Anybody want to join?" I was the first person to comment. Hey, I'll join. I don't even know what made me comment, but I was like, I'll join. Um, he was like, all right, bet. He hit me up in my DMs. He was like, this is back on Facebook. He was like, all right, next day, meet me in front of the school. We'll chop it up. I met him the next day. He was like, all right, bet. I'm going to go try to recruit some more people. You can come up with the name. All right, bet. I go to class. I never really paid attention to class either. So I'm like, all right, cool. What I want to call this shit, I'm like, all right, bet. I ain't really had no real name. I'm like, man, I'm just trying to get rich, but I want to be rich, more importantly. So I'm like, not just rich financially, rich in spirit, rich in health, rich in wealth. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, man, let's be rich boys. Came up with a rich boys entertainment. We want to entertain people. And I came back to him like, yeah, I came up with the name Rich Boys Entertainment. He was like, nah, fuck with it. And it stuck. And then we ended up meeting up with another dude. His name was Abu. I ain't talked to that nigga in so long, man. Shout out to my nigga Abu, man. I know we had a falling out, but so it was the us three. We started making music. Um, and that's how that happened. You feel me? The rest is history. How would I describe my music? Accountability music. I've developed my own lane of music. It's not drill, it's not rap, it's not turn up. I make pure accountability music. And what that means is it's for me this is so therapeutic to the point where you have to be so honest with yourself and so open and so genuine and pure. And it's such a purity with my music. So it's like a lot of people can't do that. They can't be, they hate themselves, so they don't want to be real. And I never want to be there. If I talk about something in my music, it's real. If I went outside and slipped on a banana peel, I'm going to talk about that in my music. It's real. It happened. Whether it's dumb, it make me look stupid, whether it don't. If I went out there and if I shot somebody, I I may or may not talk. I might word it differently, but I ain't going to incriminate myself. But to my point, Accountability. A lot of people talk about they'll make music, oh, I had my heart broken by a female. Females ain't shit. When you listen to my music, it's not just, okay, fuck these women or these females ain't shit. I did something and she reacted this way, which caused that to happen. You get what I'm saying? It's never just blame, blame, blame. It's a self-reflection. And I feel like if more people did that, we'd have a better quality of music. So that's what it is, accountability music. Why should people listen to my music? If I'm being honest with you, you shouldn't.
What did he say?
If you can't self-reflect, if you can't take accountability for your actions, if you can't dig deep, if you're too macho, you get, especially being a black male, I can't cry, I can't have feelings, I can't say I'm wrong. It's not cool for me to say, hey bro, stop selling drugs and go get a 9-to-5 job. Hey bro, stop chasing the streets and settle down with one woman. Hey bro, take care of your kids. It's not cool, it's not popular to do that. So you shouldn't listen to my music. And to be honest with you, if I can be very transparent, I don't give a fuck if nobody listens to my music. That's why it took so long to put out, because I make music for me, because everything I hear on the radio is garbage. So I made music that I would want to listen to. I don't care if nobody but me listens to this music. My kids love my music. I love my music. My family love my music. If you want to hear something real, if you want to hear something authentic and pure, I'm the guy for you. And if you don't, then it just is what it is. I'm not gonna get on here and hype myself up. Nah, listen, I'm the best. Nah, I'm me. And everybody got a story to tell. This is just my story. I ain't no different than the next person and the person after that. I'll just keep it real. Too young. So when this shit is all said and done, what do I expect? What do I want? And the reality is, I don't want shit, and I don't expect nothing. And I say that, and that's a hard pill for a lot of people to swallow. We spend our lives chasing this fantasy. I want the big house with the lake. I want cars and cars. I don't need none of that shit. As a nobody, right now at this level, I done had people say I'm their favorite rapper. I done had people, I done gave people autographs. I done had people, hey, I done had people in real life come to me and say, hey, bro, I heard your song and I was about to kill myself and your song saved my life at this level without selling my soul, without having to become a different person at this level. I don't need nothing more than that. We lie to ourselves. We let social media influence us. We let people influence us and expect more. It's more to life. I want an AP. I want the bust down. I want that. That shit don't mean nothing. And when you live the life that I live, where you done had so much money young, I was dumb. I was 18 with 100. I had so much money as an adolescent, and I blew it. So to me, money ain't shit. Money couldn't buy me happiness, and a lot of people don't understand that. So I expect what I want from this, I don't want nothing, but what I would hope from this, I would hope I could save somebody. I would hope I could heal somebody. This is therapy. I would hope somebody heard my music and, hey, I'm going through such a tough time and I get it. I'm not out here trying to be big. I'm not nobody's. I never want somebody to say, hey, you're an idol. I work. Nah, bro, I'm a human like you a human. This is just what I love to do. Whether I get signed tomorrow, whether I don't, I'ma still make music. Last question, what's the best piece of advice I can give somebody? Um, don't let social media, don't let your friends, don't let your parents, don't let your peers, don't let nobody tell you where you should be. And what I mean by that is I talk to a lot, I come across a lot of people that says, oh, well, I'm this age, I'm that age, and I should have this, I should have that. There's no right or wrong time to have those shit together. I don't care if you're 21, if you're 25, I don't care if you're 45. Don't let the world tell you what you should have. It's people that's beating themselves. Oh, I'm 25. I should have a car and I should have a crib, bro. No, I just turned 30 in September. I'm in my own crib and I'm about to lose my crib. And it is what it is. It's on to the next chapter. And a lot of people have to understand that you're where you're meant to be. If God wanted you to have it, you would have it. So stop beating yourself up. Stop competing with people that's living a false lifestyle. That shit you see on social media, that shit not real. These people go home and hate themselves. This right here, even this right here, this video, this is a 2-minute clip. This video in its entirety probably gonna be 30 minutes. After that, I'm about to go back to my life. I'm showing y'all what I want y'all to see. After the edits, after the clips, after the goods and the bad, after all the takes. Live your life for you. Don't let somebody tell you how you should be. Don't let nobody make you feel bad. And also stop judging people. You might go outside right now and see somebody 50, 60, and they homeless. And you're judging them, oh, they homeless, go get a job, bum. But whole time you don't know this person was 65, ready to retire, paid his whole house off, and the government, because he was, I don't want to say illiterate, but due to his ignorance in a sense of no one taught him correctly, to where even though you just work 40, 50 years, as society would say, work 30, 40 years, retire, his house was paid off, but because he didn't know about taxes, and even though you paid your house off, you didn't pay these taxes, so now we're taking your house from you. You didn't work. We're taking your life. And to me, we took your life from you because you worked your whole life. You sacrificed time away from your kids, time away from your wife, time away from your natural life to punch somebody clock every day, and we're coming to take that from you just because you didn't know about taxes, which is some bull. That's a whole nother segment we'll get into. But so now you homeless on the street, don't know what to do because you thought you could retire and live your life happy. You did what you were supposed to do. But now I go to a store, I go to a corner store, look at you. Hey, excuse me, sir, can I get $1? Hey, go get a job, bum. Go da-da-da. Or, oh, this, and whole time this man worked his whole life. Don't judge. Don't be quick to judge people. You never know what's going on. Don't think because somebody is homeless or starting over. If you got to restart your whole life at 30, 40, 50, don't ever let nobody tell you where you should be. Too young.
Everybody gangster till them gangsters come. Everybody got a gun. That don't make your ass a killer just because you think you won. Kicking in the door with my brother, that shit really fun. Hopping off the porch, make sure this what you really want. Pouring couple shots for my niggas cause we really don't miss.
I appreciate y'all for kicking it with me, the Q&A. Gotta go pick my son up from daycare. Catch up with y'all later. Walter White dropping November 9th, man. I'll make sure to check in.
My brother's son, nigga, I'm my mother's son.
And that's why I rap and don't play basketball. Fuck.